Full-bodied IPA, by the way.
Robust.
Kyle, good to see you. Do you partake in beer at all?
Yeah, I dabble here and there in season. It's hard to mix it in at sometimes, but no, I dabble.
We will
sure.
drink on your behalf, but since you can't have one right now, it's so fun to talk to you because we just knew when we heard you were traded to the Brewers that this was going to go so smoothly. Why is it such a smooth transition right now for you?
Yeah, I think first and foremost they're letting me do what I'm comfortable with, and that's attacking the strike zone with the heater, and just been getting after it, man. Each and every day, putting in the work between the start days. That's so ultimately, when I get out there, I don't have to think about much, just attack the zone and read swings, but. Some few things here and there with drill work and just where I'm at on the rubber, and they pump you up with a lot of confidence here, man. So it's been really cool.
Kyle, does it seem a little strange, short time in Boston, and here you are doing this interview from Fenway Park? What was was your just in a whirlwind last year? All that happened to you?
Right. I think it is a little weird, right? But I wouldn't say whirlwind, because I always had my feet underneath me and I was just present with where I'm at. But that's all you can do. You just attack each day, and being traded obviously is different. But I think once it happened once, I'm kind of got used to it, and now it's just what can I do every time I'm out there to help a team win, and that's it.
It does feel like there is something different about you on the mound. I asked to pull up your big league debut with the San Francisco Giants, which we couldn't wait. You're one of the top prospects in the organization at the time. And I just want you to watch footage of yourself pitching when you were a rookie. And just as you watch it, is there anything different to where you are now than when you were here?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, warming up there, that was a pretty cool experience over in Philly. Tough fan base, and made sure to let me know from the bullpen. Looking back on that, I think I was just throwing the crap out of the heater, man. Just trying to blow it by guys, and obviously still do that today. But a lot of emotion behind those pitches, and feel like I learned how to separate that and just to attack and execute, because that's all you can do as a pitcher.
That's funny. The whole emotion thing. Why is that something that starters have to control more than relievers?
Right. I think it's just you can't get too high or too low. You're on that road, you're on the bump every 5 days, so it's like you never know what you're going to get that day, and it's how can you compete with your stuff you got that day, and making sure all the work between starts is just money. And that's the biggest thing I've learned, just to not get too high, not get too low, and that's all you can do, man. Just execute pitches and be in the moment.
Kyle, the last few years, the Brewers have always been that team in the Central. And you've been there now a little bit over a week regular season. Is there some secret sauce that they have in Milwaukee that gets out the best of not only their pitchers, but their players?
Yeah, it's tough to say, but I think it's just they really want you to be better, man. They're working each and every day with you, and it's what you need. It's tailored to you, and I could talk defensively, offensively, just guys that are going to grind you down, tough at bats, and guys that are going to play great defense behind you. So it's a great group of guys, and I think it starts with the guys, and got great staff around us. So, no, man, it's been really fun to be a part of this group.
I like asking starting pitchers this question because the data might say it's a different secondary pitch that gets the most swing and miss. But as of right now, this early on in 2026, what secondary offering are you the most proud of right now?
Yeah, I'd say I'm proud of both of them. I'm proud of the slurve, and I'm proud of the changeup. Just I've been harping on, just the conviction I'm throwing it with, and you got to have conviction with every pitch you're throwing out there. And that's something that honestly I was learning here. The kick change, learning that with my time here in Boston, and finally kind of got a feel for it over this off season. So no, man, but just trying to compete each and every day and just execute. That's all you can do.
Hey, Kyle, how important is you change teams? You have that feeling that you want to be wanted. Is that the way you look at it when you get acquired in a trade?
100%. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it, right? Just positive thoughts from that point on, and especially to a great organization like this, what they've done with pitchers. It's been cool to get to know Jim and Hookie, and just get to work with these guys, man.
Lager, ale, stout, IPA, If you were to partake in one with us right now, what beer would Kyle Harrison order?
You know, that's tough. You know, it depends on what I'm feeling. You know, I could split the G on a certain day with a Guinness with my boys back home. But, you know, I think a good IPA is where to start.
This is a delicious.
You're our kind of guy.
Full-bodied, very hoppy. You would enjoy it. Kyle Harrison, we're enjoying watching you pitch, man. Keep it rolling, and thanks for joining us on the National Pregame Show.
Will do. Thanks for having me on, guys.